Yeah, hi, okay. Thì bạn á, yes, bạn đã bắt đầu yes, tìm trường cho bé chưa ha? Okay, yes, tôi tìm rồi. Hey, and hey friend, and start. And okay, have you started looking for? And have you started looking for? Hey friend, and have you started? And okay, and how have you started? Have you started? Bạn started, bạn đã bắt đầu. Okay, and have you started? Have you started? And have you started tìm kiếm, looking? Okay, looking for. Have you started looking for? Looking and looking for. Hey friend, you know that have you started that? And have you started looking for? Yes. And have you started looking for? Um, for your kids, looking for a school, a school, a school, a school, looking for a school for your kids, for your kid. Hey, and friend, you know that, and started, and have you started looking for a school for you, for your kid, for your yeah, for your kid, for your kid. Yes. Yes, of course you are. Yes, I have. Sure, man. Yes, 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 I have. Yes, I have. Tại vì con tôi sắp vào lớp 1 rồi, and first grade, lớp 1 các bạn có first grade, first grade, và chúng ta có lớp 1. And you know my child is starting first grade. And my child is starting first grade, and is starting. My child that is starting in the first grade. As you know that my child is starting first grade. So, and I really want to find at a school, the right school, very good school. I really want to do that, and I really want to find. I really want to find a school, the right school, the good. It's a very good school. The good school. You know that because of my child is starting first grade. So, and I really wanted to find a very good school. And have you started? Okay. And have you started looking for a school, man? A school for your kid? Yes, I have. Sure. You know that my child is starting first grade. So I really want to find that the school good is a very good school. And so, and priority, the top priority, and the top priority. And mình go what's your name? What's your name? What's your top priority? And what's that? What's your name? What's your top priority? Okay, what's your name? What's your top priority? Okay, ưu tiên, của bạn sẽ là gì ha? Yes, what's your top priority? Maybe like close to home, close to your house, maybe close, maybe that close to home, and or uh, tuition, maybe the tuition, close to home, close to your house, your place, and tuition, and or that quality, or teaching quality, or teaching quality, or the teaching quality. Cụm danh từ á, cho nên các bạn sẽ đi ngược lại ha nhóm ha. Các bạn sẽ đi ngược lại nha. Và các bạn sẽ đi giảng giải trước, các bạn sẽ đi teaching và các bạn sẽ đi là quality, or teaching quality. Teaching quality. You know that what's your name, what's your priority, okay, what's your top priority, maybe that close to your place, close home, house, that tuition, and or teaching quality. You know that teaching quality is important, is very important, and is the most important because the teaching quality, as you know, the teaching quality. Teaching quality, teaching quality is it is more important, it's very important, is the most important, is the most important, is very important. What's your priority, and what's your top priority? Teaching, yes, okay, teaching quality is crucial, is very important, it is the most important. And besides that, I also care about that. But besides that, I also care about that. But I also care about what? About tận tâm của giáo viên, dedicating, hay là bạn caring cũng được, mà care the teachers that, and how caring the teachers are, how caring, dedicating, and how caring the teachers are, how caring the teachers are, the teachers are, how that the teachers are, because besides that I care about that also. I also care about the dedicating and caring the teachers are, the teachers are, okay, I know, I see, I get it, I get it, I know, I see, I understand, I really understand that. Because you know that some schools, that international schools, some schools, especially that some international, because I know that some schools, some international schools, and international schools. You know that some schools, some international schools that are great, awesome, and amazing. I know that some schools, some international schools, okay, great, awesome, but you know the tuition, but of course the tuition is high, is very, very high, But you know that. But the tuition is high. The tuition. But the tuition. Okay, the tuition. The tuition. You know that is high. The very high tuition. Tuition. Is high. Yes, true, so true, man. True. And so true. Yes. As you know that, but I want a place that I want a place that where my child that can learn well. It's very well. I want that one a place where my child can learn well. I want that. I want to everyone a place. You know, I want a place that I want. I want a place. I want a place that where my child, where my child, where that my child that can learn well, is very well, can learn well, can learn well. You know that. Okay, and I want that one a place that where my child can learn well, is very well, and play happily, and play that happily, and I can play that happily. You know that I really want a place that where my child that can learn well and can play that happily, pressure, and without too much pressure, without too much pressure. Well, thank you. Hi Ran. Quang mình tên Quang ha. Okay. Hi Ran. Without too much pressure. Without too much pressure. Without too much pressure. Okay. So you know that I want a place that I really want a place where my child can learn well, is very well, and can play happily without too much pressure. So, and I think that you should visit some schools and the public, and as well as that and the private schools nearby. I think you should visit some schools. I think you should that visit some schools that are public and private schools. I think you should visit. I think that you should visit some schools, public and private. Public and private schools are nearby. Private schools are nearby. Okay, nearby. You know, I think that you have to visit some schools, especially the public and private schools are nearby. I know that some and semi-private, why is that schools that are good, so good, it's very good. I think that some schools that at a private school good, so good, is a pretty good at. I think that some okay, semi-private schools are good, so good. I know that some Okay, some semi-private, some semi-private, some semi-private. I think that some semi-private schools that once and are good, so good, also good. Ones that are good, also good. Yeah. Okay, so good. I think that the semi-private schools that ones that are good also good, and so we and then that I made a list. I made a list. I make a to-do list. I made a list. I make not like a bang. I made a list. I made a list. You know, I just made a list. So and just next week and all the visit an ABC school just next week next week you know that and all visit an ABC school or visit an A B C the school you know that just next week and all visit ABC school and XYZ school and XYZ the school. So because that I heard that an XYZ school that the focus is on soft skills. I just heard that and I heard that in XYZ school. I heard yes, I heard that. I heard that in XYZ school. I heard. I heard that XYZ the school that focus is on because the focus is on focus. Yeah, the focus is on what? On the soft skills and soft skills. Focuses on. You know that I just heard that X-way is the focus, and the focuses on skills that especially the soft skills. And wow, that's a plus, and that's a plus. I think that's a plus, and that's a plus. That's a good plus, a nice plus. That as you know that my kid just is a shy, but just a bit shy. My kid that is shy a bit, just a bit. As you know that my kid, my kid that is shy, shy, but just a bit shy, a bit shy. As you know that my kid just is shy a bit. So and I hope that wish that to find a place that can and help them and help my kid that build confidence. I wish that I hope that. So and I hope that I wish that to find a place. I hope that to find a place. I wish that to find a place. To find a place that helps them help my kid and build confidence. That. So I hope that I wish that to find a place. if I place that 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 helps. Yes, that helps build confidence. That helps build confidence. Build confidence. You know that my kid that is shy, but just a bit shy. I hope that we to find a place, a good place that helps them build a confidence. So, then have you ever thought about that? Have you ever been uh, that in Montessori school? Have you ever thought about that? Have you thought? Have you ever thought about that? Have you thought? Okay, have you ever thought about that? Thought about? Have you ever thought about the school? Cái đây một cái tên em lấy cái này cho okay. Để anh lấy APA của từ này cho tên nhóm nha. Ok. Okay. So, and have you ever thought about that Montessori, the Montessori school, the Montessori? Have you ever thought about that Have you ever thought about? Have you ever thought about and Okay, Monte. And the Montessori. Montessori. Have you ever thought about that? Montessori school. Have you ever thought about that Montessori school? Okay. Montessori. Okay. Yes. Lấy chữ ngầm từ nhóm dễ nói ha. School. Have you ever thought about that? The school. Montessori school. Yes. Have you ever thought about that? Have you thought about that? The school. Have you ever thought about that Montessori school? Montessori school. Because you know that I see that I know that I realize that the kids that seem more independent and free. I know that because the kids there. I know that kids there. Yes, the kids there that seem more independent and free. Seem more independent. Kids and seem more. Yeah. Seem more that and independent and free. Independent and free. You know that because of the kids there seem more independent and free. Yes, of course, and I've thought about it too. And yes, and I've thought about it too. And I've thought about it too. And I've thought about it too. I've thought about it. But I'm not sure, man. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I have no idea about that. Yes, of course you are, and I've thought about it too, but I'm not sure. I have no idea about that. And as you know that, because my child used to know and isn't used to doing thinking everything alone. because you know that my child, my okay, that my child used to know, is used to do something. No, isn't used to, isn't isn't used to, isn't used to enduring and something things and are and everything alone, isn't used to doing everything, doing things that alone, alone, because you know that my child that isn't used to doing something things and are everything alone, alone. Okay. So sometimes that you just have to try it and give it a shot. Sometimes you just give it a shot. Sometimes you just give it a shot and have to try it. You just then have to try, man. Try it and give it a shot. Have to try it. Because I know that hard, and maybe sure for sure that it may be hard at first. It may be hard. It may be. Might be. Because it might be hard. Hard at first. Because you know that it might be hard, so hard at first, but kids adapt it, because they are good, they are very good about that, but kids adapt because they are good at so good about that, but kids adapt. Kids adapt. Will adapt. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. But I just worried about that. I just worried my child that might and fall behind. Fall behind. Just that I just worry that my child, my kid, will and fall behind. Okay, fall behind. I know that because I just worry that I just worry that my child might will fall behind. Might fall behind my child. My child that might fall behind. Okay. So, I know that I just worry that my child will fall behind. Ok. Mấy cái màu là anh tách, ví dụ như anh tách câu và cũng như là tách nhịp cho nhớ mà. Mấy cái màu nó vừa tách cấu trúc câu và đồng thời nó cũng là tách cái nhịp để các bạn hoặc là nó đi theo cụm từ để các bạn dễ phân biệt nó hơn, thay vì là nó luôn tuồng và mình không có phân biệt được cụm này cụm kia, giống như là các bạn ghép Lego thì các bạn ghép vào thì các bạn biết ok cái nó có cái cục này và nó gắn với cục này kiểu vậy nó giống vậy. Ok. Ví dụ như ở đây có at first thì các bạn gắn ở đâu cũng được, sometimes các bạn gắn ở đâu cũng được, nó có tính ứng dụng kiểu vậy. And and every, because I know that every application has and has their pace, has their own pace. and every kid. I know that in every kid has their own pace. Every kid that has their pace and own pace, has their own pace, has their own pace. And the most important thing is that is what is it to believe in. I believe in you. I really that believe in you and believe in them. The most important thing is cái app này á, nó tên là Good Note. Cái app này nha, nó tên là Good Note. Các bạn có thể search thêm ha, nhưng mà cái app này tên là Good Note. And the most important thing is the most important thing is the important the most important the most important thing is the most important thing is that is what is the most important thing is to believe in you, believe in them. Is that to is to believe in them, believe in them. Right. Yeah, true, so true man, you're right, so right. Nhưng mà khi mà mình xài nhiều màu quá, nếu mà nếu mà mình xài màu không tốt á, cái nó bị rối mắt, nhìn quá nhiều màu quá, nhìn nếu mà nhiều màu mình cũng cảm thấy là nhức mắt nữa. Ok, để anh tiết chế màu lại xài sao cho nó hợp lý ha. Yes, you're right man, true, so true. Because I think tôi nghĩ nha, giáo viên lớp 1 mà những cái người mà có kinh nghiệm mà người ta rất là quan trọng. Tôi nghĩ I think cái giáo viên lớp 1 á, mà người ta có kinh nghiệm á, thì giáo viên mà đứng lớp có kinh nghiệm rất là trọng nha. Ok, thì ok, I think giáo viên, the teachers, bây giờ mình cứ để teachers chứ đi rồi mình tính ha. Teachers that I think the teachers, nhưng mà người ta có kinh nghiệm, experience, từng trải nha mà. Ok, từng trải, experience. Experienced teachers, because I think that experience. Okay, I think that the teachers that experience the teachers having experience the teachers. I think that having, khi mà chúng ta có cái người giáo viên mà có kinh nghiệm á, chúng ta sẽ chơi sắp chữ thôi nha mà. Ok, having experienced teachers for cho lớp 1 cơ, and for first grade, for first grade, for first grade, for first grade. Thì rất là quan trọng luôn, cực kỳ là quan trọng, and really matters, and really, okay, no, really matters, okay. So I think that and have a teachers that experience the teachers for the first grade, really important, really matters. So and if you can, and if it's possible, if you can, I think that, and if you can, and if possible, just and nói chuyện với phụ huynh nha, phụ huynh mà con của họ đang học ở đó. And if possible, if you can, just talk to. Okay, just talk to. Okay. Just just talk to. To talk to parents. It's possible if you can to talk to parents. Okay. Nói chuyện với phụ huynh á, thường ví dụ như các bạn đã nói talk to parents nha. Và biết các bạn thấy là các bạn có chữ who đúng không? Người mà nha, người mà. Nhưng mà cái này là có con của họ chứ. Không, bình thường á, nếu mà talk to parents á, người mà đang đứng đằng kia kìa, hoặc là người mà mặc áo xanh á. Ok, nhưng mà cái này là talk to parents nha, nhưng mà chúng ta không nói về người này. Chúng ta nói về con của họ thôi. And who's it, cho nên chúng ta sẽ xài chữ whose kids, mà con của họ. Ok, cho nên là cái cách mà chúng ta xài từ này ha. Ok, talk to parents mà không nói về họ nhưng nói về con của họ chưa. And whose kids are in that school are in and are học đó. Okay, are in that those schools. Yeah, right. Thì they will tell you the truth. Okay, so they will tell you the truth. For sure that they will and they tell you, sure they should tell you the truth and tell that you the truth. For sure that they will tell you the truth. And yes, okay, yes I do, and I will do that. You know that I just joined. I joined. I joined some groups. Okay, some parent groups on TikTok. I just joined some groups. Some group, một cái nhóm, nhưng mà nhóm này là nhóm phụ huynh này nhé mà. Ok, cho nên chỗ này á, thì các bạn sẽ đi ngược lại á, some the parent groups, some group, nhưng mà tại vì cụm danh từ á, cho nên các bạn sẽ đi ngược lại ha. Parent and the parent groups and on TikTok. Okay, on TikTok, you know that I joined that some groups and some parent groups and on TikTok, and besides that, I read and I've been reading reviews that, and all evening I read that, and I've read. Nếu mà các bạn có thể dùng hiện tại hoàn thành á, hoặc là các bạn dùng hiện tại hoàn thành tiếp diễn cũng được. Hiện tại hoàn thành tiếp diễn thì nó nhấn mạnh hơn cái sự liên tục. Luôn tôi lúc nào cũng tìm đọc những cái bài reviews ở trên đó chứ anh. And I've been reading that. I've been reading reviews that and all evening, cả buổi luôn nha. You know, the evening. And I've read, hoặc là I've been reading, cái nào cũng được nha, hiện tại hoàn thành. hiện tại bằng thể tiếp diễn cũng được. They reviews that and evening and all evening, cả buổi luôn, all evening that. Cho nên là anh tách màu á để các bạn có được cái thành phần á, trong câu. Ok, các bạn có thể đem cái cụm này màu cam, nó có một màu riêng á, để nó là cấu trúc, rồi chủ ngữ rồi riêng các bạn có thể gắn chủ ngữ khác. Rồi cái cụm chỉ thời gian các bạn có thể gắn cái chỗ khác cũng được. Ok, so wow, good, that's good man, that's good, amazing, awesome. Okay, that's good, true, so true, that's good. Nhưng mà please but be careful man, but be careful, be careful. Wow, that's good, awesome, amazing that, but please be careful. Why? Because you know that reviews that not all reviews are not fair. Reviews that not all, as you know that not all reviews. You know that not all reviews. And reviews that and are fair. They're not all reviews are fair. Yes, I know, I see. Yes, I know. Thank you, reminding me, because not all reviews that are fair. They cannot fair. So, and yes, và vì vậy tôi sẽ đến đó, ok, đích thân đến thăm mấy cái trường và cũng như là xem qua những cái lớp học, và quan sát giáo viên và cũng như học sinh nữa, và vì vậy cho nên and that's why, okay, that's why I visit and I will visit the schools and myself. That's why that and I will visit schools and myself. That's why that I will visit. That's why that and I ought to visit the schools. Visit the schools. The schools that myself. That's why that and I'll visit the schools myself. Đích thân đi anh em ạ. Myself đích thân, cái mình tự làm điều đó. Để okay, and check the classrooms. And check the classrooms. For what? To check the classrooms. Check the classrooms. Check the classrooms. To and observe the teachers and the students. Observe and observe and observe the teachers and the students. The teachers and the students. The teachers and students. Okay, and observe the teachers and students. Observe teachers and students, and watch and the way that and how the teachers and talk to the kids. Và chúng ta quan sát, chúng ta xem coi xem cái cách cái giáo viên người ta nói chuyện với học sinh như thế nào, cái cách mà and watch, chúng ta quan sát nhìn, chúng ta chăm chú. Ở trên các bạn xài observe rồi, thì ở đây các bạn có thể ở đây các bạn sẽ watch and how the teachers talk to the kids. and watch how the teachers how the teachers that talk to the kids, how teachers that talk to the kids, talk to the kids. Just watch at how the teachers that talk to the kids. So and you will feel that, and you will feel that you will feel, bạn sẽ cảm nhận được là có được hay không, liệu là nó có phù hợp hay không. You feel that, and you will feel you, yes, and you feel that, liệu là nó có ok hay không. Whether that, and if it is fit, is suitable, is a good fit. If whether, then you feel that, and if the weather nó có phù hợp hay không á, and suitable or not, if and or is a good fit, nó có phù hợp hay không á, and suitable, and or is suitable or not, and you feel that, and whether is suitable or not, and or if it is a good fit. Cái nào cũng được hay không. And I hope that, I wish that my child, và tôi hy vọng nha, con của tôi sẽ có một cái tuổi thơ nó rất là hạnh phúc. Và I hope that, I wish that, I hope that, I wish that my child, I hope that, I wish that my child that can have a childhood, can have a happy, is a very very happy childhood. My child that can have a happy, my child that, I wish that, I hope that my child can have a happy childhood, can have a happy that a child and childhood. I wish that, I hope that, and in my child that I can have a happy, very happy childhood, because you know that this stage is very important. It's a really important, this stage, because this is the stage. Cái app này nó tên là Good Note. Cái app này nó tên là Good Note ha. Okay, Royce ha. Yeah. Cái app này tên là Good Note. Vâng, thank you nha. Because you know that this stage, this phase, this stage, because you know this stage is very important, and it's really important, is very, and is really important. It's really important. It is yes, and it is really important. Yes, and it's really the important. Okay, because you know this is phase, this stage is really important. Because you know that the first schools that shapes on how they think and how they grow, because the first school and the first school, the first school, the first school, and the shapes on how they think and grow, shapes, the first school shapes and shapes on how they think and grow, how they think and grow, how they think and grow. the first step, the first school that shapes and how they think and grow, how they think and grow. I because I remember that I remember that when I was at okay, when I was at whatever the free school, whatever the free school and the kindergarten. I just remember that when I was in the kindergarten, I remember. I remember. I just remember that when I was in. I just remember that when I wasn't. When I was in the free school hoặc là kindergarten, cái nào cũng được nha mà. When or in the kindergarten, nên chẳng xin nha. The kindergarten. Okay, at the kindergarten, the kindergarten, cái này nó thiếu chữ gì nhỉ? Okay. And I just remember that when I was in the kindergarten, I remember when I was in the kindergarten, I just needed a kind of teacher to feel safe. I just needed that a kind teacher, a kind teacher, a kind teacher to feel, okay, to feel safe, to feel safe. I just needed, and I remember that. I remember when I was in the kindergarten, and I just needed a very good teacher, a kind of teacher to feel safe. And now that's it. And when we're parents, and now that when we are parents, now. Okay, now you know that, and when we are parents, now that. And now that when we are parents. Now that we're parents, now that when we're parents, we know that we realize that. Now that when we're parents, and now that when we are parents, and I know that I realize that we realize that, and how hard is it? Realize that, and how hard is it? we realize how hard is it, and to choose a school, to choose a school, to choose a school, to choose a school. Okay, and now that when we the parents, we know that, we realize that how hard is it, to choose a school. Now that when we parents, we know, we realize that how hard is it to choose a school, to choose a school. Sao mà cái màn hình này. Okay, so and mọi quyết định, decision, and every decision affects on our kids, and every decision, and every decision, and every decision, and every decision, and every decision affects on our kids. Sure, for sure that affects on our kids, affected on our kids, because you know, and every decision affects on our kids. So we should think carefully. We have to be thoughtful. Cái nào cũng được nha. So then we have to think carefully, but we have to be thoughtful. We have to be thoughtful. We have to think carefully. Cái nào cũng được nha mà. Yes. And thoughtful. Yes, we have to be thinking carefully. Have to be thoughtful. And no, it's like, don't worry, man. Don't worry. Okay, don't worry. I believe that, and you find that the good school, the right school. I know that you find that the good school, the right school. I know that you find the right school, the good school, the right school. I know that you find a good school. Vâng, thank you. Cảm ơn nhà bạn, cảm ơn Bin đã share cái live của bạn tới bạn bè. Bạn cảm ơn Rose đã share cái live của bạn tới bạn bè nha. Thank you nha. And as you know that in every child that has a place that fits them. I know that in every child, and every child. And every child that has a place, and a place that fits them, a place that fits them. You know, every child that has a place that fits them. Okay. Các bạn để ý thấy cái chỗ này á, cái chỗ này chúng ta xài every là số x nha, số x, nhưng mà cái chỗ này chữ them là các bạn biết nó gắn với số nhiều rồi. Thì tại sao lại như vậy á? Tại vì cái chỗ này chúng ta không biết được cái giới tính của đứa trẻ này, chúng ta nói chung chung thôi. Thì trong trường hợp này chữ them á, nó đại diện cho cả hai giới luôn. Ok, mặc dù ở trên đây là nó số x này nha mà. Yeah. Rồi. Hai kẹo. Cái này kẹo ở trên YouTube á, hoặc là trên Face á, cái nào cũng được ha, kẹo ha. Các bạn sẽ thấy ở trên đó ha. Ok. Okay. Yes, and Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Các bạn có thể search là the practice house á, thì các bạn sẽ thấy ha. Okay. And because of the talking to you that helps me a lot, helps me to feel and calmer. Because of talking to you helps me a lot. Because talking to you. Because talking to you. Talking to you that helps me a lot. Helps me feel calmer. That because of talking to you that helps me a lot, helps me feel calmer. But and I'm here. I'm always here for you. I'm here. I'm always here for you. And always here for you. I'm here. I'm always here for you. I mean, here's that. And for you, I'm here, and I'm always here for you. I just think that the first rate is very important. It's a very big step. First rate, first rate is very important, and it's a very big step, and is a big step, big step. So I'll help you, man. I will help you that to find a good school, the right school, the best school for your kid, for your little son, for your little daughter, for your little one. I'll help you. Sure that I will help you, and I'll help you. Okay, yeah, and I'll help you that find the best school. Help you that find the best school, good school, the right school, school for your kid, for your kid. For your kid and for your little one. Cái nào cũng được. For your little boy, for your little girl, for your, mình không biết boy girl, for your little one. Okay, so thì xong rồi chúng ta sẽ đi qua phần phát âm của nó nhé. Nãy giờ mình đi bao lâu rồi? 1 tiếng mấy hả? Để chúng ta phải có ngày 28 tháng 7 nha. Ngày 28 ngày 28 tháng 7 tới ông nội hết hẹn vào 28. Hôm nay là ngày 27, là ngày mai ngày 28. Mà ngày 28 tháng 7 0059. No. Hết hàng vào là ngày mai phải xài. Ngày mai chúng ta phải xài cái này, không thôi nó hết hàng rất là uổng. Rồi thì chúng ta sẽ đi qua cái phần phát âm của nó là như thế nào. Okay. Good. Hey friend, you know that have you hey friend, because you know that, and e là have nè, u r star gọi là talented, looking for u là lua, kiwing king or for Erwin school or for you, year and ear the kid. Hey friend, have you started looking for a school for your kid? Hey friend, have you started? Have you started in looking for a school for your kid? Yes, I have, and I, and yes, and I have, because that my child, and my child loved my child is, and start và là doing điện, starting chữ T này các bạn biến thành chữ đ tiếng Việt ha. And my child is starting first, the first. And A grade. My child is in studying first grade. So I on 102 I find and the winter. Chữ này nó mặc định nó bỏ vô quyền nhé. I write in old school. Bạn đã chữ lời với bây giờ I want to that I want to. I wanna find. I want to find the good school, the best school for my kid. So and và cái mục tiêu cái ưu tiên của bạn là gì ha? Priority, and ought là was, and year of the top, pride, on wing và là t wing t là priority. Yes, because the was your top, the priority. Hey man, what's your top priority? Hey, the first that and all the close to your place, close to your house, and close to your home, right? And the second, tuition, and to but the showing tuition, and the third, and because the teaching quality, and R and T. Và là chewing trình khoa, loving love, và là dealing because of teaching quality. Yes, because the teaching quality is and doing the almost important in an part of the Towington, because that the teaching quality is that the most important, right? Okay. But and I are and sewing so care and owing out about and care about because of this and but I các bạn nguyên và chỗ này but I also care about that how and I care with a real ring caring the teachers and with the telling teachers that because besides that I also care about how caring and dedicated teachers are. Yes, I know. I see. I get it. And yeah, with the deal. Yes, I know. I get it. Some schools, some old schools, and international in the towing turn and now and the shun wing shun, but the knowing now. Yes, because I some schools that international teachers. I'm sorry, international schools. And I know some international schools and are a rate. Awesome, amazing that. But of course, and okay, and for sure that but the tuition to ear tuition is high. It's a very very high, man. High. Okay. True. So true. So true because on one that I wanna place. Yes, I wanna place that where I child can learn well, very very well. I know that I want everyone. I want a place that where my child can learn well and a the play and have gọi là believe này của play là happily happy nào cũng được nhưng happily cũng được without and a we and out without too much pressure and a prayer show the pressure without too much pressure and besides that you or ensure that visit and here and the zearing said that some some a public pub, yes, and a pub và living like public and private, and I the pride and a verb nặng vệt, okay, and a verb nặng vệt is a private, okay, then a private school, all schools nearby and nearby. Because I know that some cái này nó chưa phải nhầm, ok, and the semi private and the xe và là mai cái này nó chưa có phiên âm nhưng tại nó bị lỗi chỗ này, ok, some semi xe và là mai with my some semi private ones là thay thế cho schools that are good, so very good, or also are là so good. Yeah, I made a list, and I made an Owen made it. Okay, I made a list because you know that I just made a list, and just that I will do that next week, and then next, and either week. Okay, next week, and all cái này nó viết thành thì các bạn nói chữ all. And visit, okay, I visited and cái tên của trường là school, and vào cái tên của trường ở đó school. I just heard that. Oh, no. Yes, and I heard, and heard. I heard that cái tên trường là focuses, and the fall, and the curving curve, and the ceiling says the focuses on, focus says on, focuses on. The focus is on the skills, the skills, but it's the soft, and on the soft, like the soft skills. Wow, and that's a plus, and that's a good plus, and add that. Oh, and I nice a plus, another plus that you know my kid, and I admire the kid that is shy, but just a bit. And owing a bit, you know my kid is because my kid is a bit shy. My kid is a bit shy, and I all hope, I wish that to find, and I find and owing a place that helps and either build confidence on flowing flow or done being done. So confidence, I hope that I wish that to find a place, a good place that a school that helps build the confidence. Okay. Besides that, and have OU or the other thought, and owing about what? About okay, and Montessori schools and old school, okay, Montessori school. You know the kids are there, and seem more and independent, and in with the doing the and the pen with the done with done and in the pen done and what and free, either free, okay. And free, yes. And I've thought about it. Yes, you know, okay, and I thought about it too. And I thought about it. I'm not sure about that. I have no idea about that. But I'm not sure about that. Because you know that my child and my child isn't and then when then used to isn't even used to you doing everything alone, and you do and even in things and owing alone, owned by, okay, alone. Yeah, sometimes you know that, and some times that you just have to try and have a to, and I try and just give it a shot. Because for sure that it Probably, maybe that it okay, it might be hard and on hard at first, at at, at first, okay, and but I'm sure that, and I believe in them. I believe them because but kids adapt, and owing adapt, kids adapt, kids adapts. Okay, yes, I know, I see. Hình như cái hình như cái hình như hồi nãy anh viết thiếu chữ S bên đây là sao ta, anh quên rồi. Yes, I know, and I and O no. Okay, just I the just worry that I just worry, and word with a re in my child might and fall behind, and all fall, and the B wing B and I hide behind, just fall behind. Yeah, and as you know that, and every the re kid and has their on page, and has their own on page, and every kid that their has their own on page. Every kid that has their own page, has their own page. The most important thing is, and the D with the in all poor và turn with turn is thing is that to believe in you, believe in me, and believe in them. And the being be believe in and them. Okay, yes, you're right, man. And oh, I right. I think, and I in a think, having, and ever with a viewing that experience, earwing ear experience, re và là experience the teachers, and e the teachers, and all four, and a first grade, and a the rate really matters. Read and owing on with the living lead that matter. I'm sorry, matters. Okay. And if possible, if you can, and if possible that, and if and oh you can, we can, and if possible to talk to parents, and not talk to and their parent, with a running runs that who's con của họ, whose kids are already and owing on and ran with the doing that the in those and in these schools, all those and old schools, because A and they tell you the truth and tell all you and going the old truth. Okay, truth. Now, besides that, you know, I joined some groups, and all the group and the parent groups, and I have with the run parent all groups on on TikTok, and yes, and I've been reading and read with the dealing thing and reading reviews it, and I've been reading that, and I've been reading with the dealing reviews and reviewing reviews that all evening and all the eve the vowing with the new thing. Okay. Thank you, cảm ơn Hân nha. Cảm ơn Hân đã share cái live của anh tới bạn bè. Thank you. Cảm ơn Hân nha. Wow, that's good. So good. And that's it. All good. But okay, be careful, man. But and E the B and care and the following fall. Be careful. As you know, that not all, because not all reviews, and the real reviews and are fair, because not all reviews are fair. Yeah, and I, oh no. Okay, yes I know. And that's why that, and as that, that's, and I, why that, all. Các bạn nói I cũng được, I will cũng được, nhưng bình thường người ta sẽ nói all. Okay, visit. Here the wir, with the sie wing it, the school, the wing the old schools, and the my with my myself. Visit for what? To check, and add a check, and the wing the class, and the class for the rooms. Okay, classrooms. Because for what? To check the classrooms, and add wing and up, observe the teachers, and knowing the teachers and students, no students, the Darwintons, the trust or watch, just and watch how the teachers, and knowing the Darwintons that talk to the kids, and I talk to and knowing the ear the kids. And so you feed that, and you feed that if is, then is good, it's very very good, good fit. And I hope and I wish that, and all hope that my child and I a child can and have a childhood, and I a child and wholehood, and childhood happy is very happy, and have feel me in childhood, because this phase, this stage, and then the stage is really early important. It's very important in an all part or đơn then is very important, because that the schools at the first and the first school, and the shapes and the shapes how and they think and grow and grow. I remember exactly that, the real and the bowing that when I was then when I was in a kindergarten and a preschool cũng được rồi. Cái này trường mầm non thôi. Okay. Còn okay. Yes, and the preschool and the preschool that and the kindergarten tiểu mẫu giáo. And I just needed an E to the new did that a kind. I just needed a teacher, and the T the child in charge of the kind is very very kind, and the teacher to feel safe. And now and after that we are thì các bạn đi tắt thành E were we and parents and pair with the growing runs parents that I know that we realize that we and re and owing with a living lesson, and now how hard is it, and on hard is it I'm sorry, is it ear is that thì các bạn biết hình chữ D là it is hard is hard it is, how hard it is, and how hard it is to choose a school and owing a school, and after and a reading dear see but a zone wing zone, and every decision, every decision affects and owing affects that and affects and are and owing kids, that every decision and every decision affects and affects our kids, and every decision affects our kids. So and so that we have to be thoughtful. We have to think carefully. Cái nào cũng được nhưng mà thought and the for and don't worry man and don't and work with a reading that and I'm sure that and do you and I find that doing the and I write old school as I know that and ever and really I tried has owing a place that that fit and ever them okay that fits them. Thank you. And I thank the Q and Q. Thank you so much. You know, because the talking to you and on the talk of Q and King O to you helps me feel the comer and come và là mơ wing mer comer. Yes. I'm here. I'm always that and all the wearing ways that always here for what? For you. Because you know I know the first rate is a very big step, a huge step. Because you know I know the first rate is a is a very big step, and I'm sure that and all I will and all help you and find but the best for your kid, for your little one, and easily the doing the on the one. Okay, so wow, thiệt là rất là nhóm rất là tuyệt vời luôn nha. Thì nhóm mà thức rất là khuya ha. Ok, nhóm yeah, ok. Rất là khuya ha để mà tập bài ha. Ok. Yes, vậy nhưng mà okay, and because I know that the team is great. Yes, the team is great. Yes, and I know that the team is great, and because that you stayed up late, very late to practice. I know that the team is. Yes, because I know that the team. Well, I know that the team is great. I know that the team is great. It's really great. It's really great because you stayed up late. You stayed up late and very late to practice. Okay. I know that the team is great. Also amazing that you stay up late to practice. Thì nếu mà nhóm có cần gì về tiếng Anh á, thì nhóm có thể nhắn Anh cũng được ha. Nếu mà nhóm cần rèn phát âm, thuyết trình, giao tiếp, các bạn muốn đi du học, các bạn làm cho công ty nước ngoài, các bạn muốn rèn tiếng Anh cho các kỹ sĩ, TOEIC and IELTS and everything in the PTE. Yeah, thì nhóm có thể nhắn Anh cũng được ha. Chỉ đơn giản nhóm muốn rèn lại căn bản thôi. Ok, and everything and everywhere. Anh cảm ơn nha. Ok, thank you. Những cái bài live á, sau khi live xong á, nó sẽ tự động có trên Facebook. Nó tự động sẽ có trên cái YouTube á. Tại vì anh có đang có live song á. Ok, so ok, thank you. Anh cảm ơn nha. Nhóm nghỉ ngơi. Yes. Ok, nếu mà nhóm có cần tập luyện gì nhóm cứ đừng ngại, nhóm nhắn nha. Ok, cảm ơn. Nhóm nghỉ ngơi. Thank you. Yeah, cảm ơn nha. Thank you, bye bye. Thank you, bye bye nha. Yeah. Cảm ơn nha.